Hi there, welcome back. That's not what I meant. You are not listening. I have told you 1,000 times. Still, you get to do the same thing over and over again. My manager doesn't value my presence or what I'm sharing. My boss does not listen to me. I can't get this across to my boss. He won't listen to me. I sometimes feel that I'm talking to someone who is not willing to listen. I feel so undervalued. If any of these statements feel familiar to you, you know the pain of not listening. Same thing happens to someone when they feel you are not listening. You may be a coach or a leader. Listening is a very important skill. What is the cost of poor listening? A research done worldwide says that 60% of all management challenges are related to inadequate listening. Nearly 65% of employees do not engage at work. Nearly 70% of disengaged employees say that they don't feel valued as a core reason for their dissatisfaction. And those 66% of them leave their job. That's huge. In a survey reported at shrm.org, where 400 companies with 1 lakh employees each have cited that on an average, the loss per company is over 62 million per year because of inadequate communication. $62.4 million each year per company is the cost of poor listening. On an average, we retain only just 25% of what we hear as a result of busyness and lack of listening skills. We are talking about sharing the workplace with millennials. How do they feel? Many of them feel undervalued. 80% of millennials would prefer real-time feedback over traditional performance review. Only 25% of employees get communication training. It is not just the individual employee or the immediate manager or the leaders in the organization. The entire culture gets affected by poor listening skills. It spills over to extended vendor network, customers, and many others in the society. So what do we do? How do we improve our listening skills? What is listening? Many years ago, International Coach Federation defined listening as a competency. Now, recently, ICF has revised the competency list. It talks about listening actively. It comes under communicating effectively. The definition says, focus on what the client is and is not saying to fully understand what is being communicated in the context of client system and to support client self-expression. It also talks about considering the client's context, identity, environment, experiences, values and beliefs to enhance understanding of what the client is communicating, and so on. We have Dr. Paul Lawrence, who is a principal at Center for Coaching in Organizations, to talk to us about fifth way of listening. You may be wondering what are the other 4 ways. Many a times we have read articles about how do we listen for words, how do we listen for voice, tone, how do we paraphrase, what are the skills involved in active listening, and so on. Dr. Paul has a very different take, which adds on to what we already know, and I can assure you it will be thought-provoking. It would aim at changing a behavior or two from the time you listen to him. He's a coach supervisor, facilitator, and a researcher, all in one. He's got more than 4,000 hours of coaching experience. He works with leaders across a diverse range of industries. He had a very long, reputable career across various leadership roles in UK, Australia, Spain, Portugal, and Japan. He has experience in corporate strategy, organizational development, marketing, operations, finance, and HR. He's an honorary research associate at Oxford Brookes University, and he does conduct ongoing research in coaching, leadership, and change. His first book, Leading Change, was based on research interviews conducted with more than 50 successful leaders across the world. The second book, Coaching in 3 Dimensions, talks about how coaching must adapt if it is to continue to be relevant in a complex world. His latest book, Coaching Systemically, 5 Ways of Thinking About Systems, was published in March 2021. 2 of these books, Coaching in 3 Dimensions, Coaching Systemically, I have a copy of them, I have read, and I will post a book review on each of these separately soon. Dr. Paul Lawrence is currently a regional chair for Association of Coaching in Southeast Asia, and he's a co-editor-in-chief for Philosophy of Coaching, an international journal. So join me in exploring what does he mean by fifth way of listening. So for that, I need to introduce you to the other ways of listening. You can access his white paper on ccorgs.com.au in the resources section. Quickly, in a summary, Dr. Lawrence proposes a listening model. It encompasses many aspects that we already know and takes it to a new perspective, new level of understanding. He talks about listening to noise. When we listen to noise, we just wait for the other person to stop so that we can share our point of view or share our thoughts. The second way of listening is to listening to content. Again, it's more about paraphrasing or giving information and so on. Listening to intention is a third way where we're talking about what is this person trying to say? What does it mean? And then the fourth way of listening, he says, listen to identity, who the person is and where does he or she derive energy from? How can I understand this person better? And so on. The fifth way of listening is listening to influence. This is the interesting topic which talks about how we can keep the entire system in mind while listening, how to keep our judgments away. The term active listening was first proposed by famous psychologist Carl Rogers. He defined active listening as a form of listening in which the listener A. fully understands and appreciates the emotions of the speaker, B. can set aside their own perspective, C. is open and transparent about their own thoughts and feelings, D. is able to accept the speaker for who they are and enter the other person's world without prejudice. This is very specific and very demanding aspect of listening. Now active listening has become so murky and got a lot of layers to it. Come join me on 7th of July, Wednesday, 5 p.m. India time to talk to Dr. Paul Lawrence. What does he mean by fifth way to listen? Mind you, he's joining us from Australia, his local time at 9:30 at night. I'm so happy and privileged to get his attention and time to talk to our people here in India. Please do join. And there is a Google form link in this video where you can share your questions, thoughts, comments, anything you care to check with him. Please do leave your comment there. Wonderful. Look forward to seeing you for a live session. Signing off.